Namaste doston, trust you all are doing good. I'm doing great as well. So today's learning which we have got, that's very exciting thing, and I'm really thrilled to share that with you all, is the story I have taken and learning that is from a story of a caterpillar to the story of becoming that caterpillar as a butterfly, right? See, what we need to understand is that all the changes are very hard at first. They're very messy in the middle, but they are gorgeous at the end. An example we can take from a caterpillar to a butterfly. That's all. But now let's see how exactly that works in our life. Suppose you want to have something which you never had. You need to do something which you never did. As simple as that. If your formulas and your methods which you've been trying lately and still, you need to change them all. So for changing them, there is a process in place that is actually 3 different stages. How exactly that works? Let's break that into stages too as well. So the first, which is called, that's destruction, second installation, and third, that is integration. Now that's a formula or a model of exactly 66 days, and it is not that something I am making or I have made. That there is a story and there is data which has been established by University of London that if one need to install any good habit in their career, in their personal life, it takes exactly 66 days for one to install that habit. How exactly that works? For exactly 22 days you need to practice one, that is destruction. Second, for 22 days you need to practice to become master in installing. And the third one, for last 22nd days, that is integration, right? How exactly it works? Let us say the habits you had earlier and the routines you've been using or the methods you've been applying to achieve your goals, your mastery, whatever the craft or career or profession you are in or you want it to be in, if it's not helping, you need to actually change them. And changing them, it's not that easy, right? We can take an example of how exactly this caterpillar actually go through with the cycle to become that beautiful creation, that beautiful butterfly which we all adore too. So same way, if we also want to be loved and we want to reach to our that goal which we have set it for ourselves, which we all do and we must, we need to deconstruct our way, right? To bring in new habits, what do you need to do? To delete whatever you were having earlier, your practices, and to bring in new ones. What that could be, that I leave that to you, better decision, because you know better, right? The time you start doing those new things in, it might can amuse you at the initial days, but very soon you will start getting frustrated that it is also not working. So until and unless you practice those things, those new techniques exactly for 22 days, it will not give you that feeling that okay, you moving towards something. So you need to be persistent. Now that brings me to a point where it says that persistence sits at the threshold of the mastery. It is only your persistence, your determination which will lead you to that wherever you want to go. So then it brings us to the second point, which is installation. Now you've been doing those practices, but now you need to install them also, that it will, once you install something, then it automatically comes in your actions. That's what installation means. And it is actually, it sounds that easy to say, but it is tougher to do. Now for another 22 days you need to keep on doing same things. Now that will be the time wherein you might feel that it's messy, nothing is happening, all right? But you still need to be persistent, you need to keep on doing things. And the third thing when it comes, it is integration. Now integration stage, what we need to do for another 22 days, that no matter what may the condition or situations comes, you need to keep on doing. Be it getting up early in the morning, 5 a.m. or so. It could be the biggest habit you want to start, writing, reading, exercising, whatever is there, that I leave that to you to fill that blank. What is that habit you want to install? But the formula works for anything you want to install in your life. For the integration stage, what you need to do is, no matter what, the standard you have put it from day one. For that, you need to do one thing. You need to start listing them from day one and put it on a wall or somewhere. I don't know. That I'll leave that to you. Best decisions again. The principles you have in place, the rules, the standards you put from day one in a place, it can increase and get enhanced, but it cannot decrease. Right? So the integration says that you do the right thing even when there is no one watching at you, because it is your heart, it is you who knows that you've not been doing it as you have decided to do that. And that's what will keep you that persistence. That brings me to a point where Picasso's mother says, once he started painting and nobody was actually paying attention to his paintings because nobody understood it. So she encouraged his son, the Picasso Pavallo, the great Picasso, that the person who is a soldier today will be major or brigadier one day. Now, that is a very powerful message behind this, but we should keep on doing things with that integration that yes, your day will come, but you cannot sit back and waiting for your days to come. You need to be persistent about those, all the things. And then that brings me to say this powerful message or word again, that all the changes are messy, are very, very disturbing, right? They may seem very hard at first, and they'll be more hard and more messy in the middle once you will be, but they'll be very gorgeous at the end. Once you install those habits in a manner, having those 66 days given, you'll be flying like that beautiful butterfly. So that was the only message for today I was wanting to give you all. So before I sign off, there is one more thing I was wanting to say, that the old you must die before the new, the best you can be born. Thank you.